Hello Galactic family. Laced. Question masters, tied up is the word that best describes how I feel at this point in my life. I live in favor with a relative, and I can see that there is a lot of karmic things to clean up, but I cannot understand all the hatred in my heart. I know that many of these issues have nothing to do with me, but they are projected on me. It is untenable to live here. I want to start over my life, within the love and light that I have chosen since I came to have some clarity. I want to move forward, to have peace, to be free and to let that person be free also, if I choose. I know that at that moment this freedom is about the financial question. I need to be able to support myself in order to close this relationship. I am unemployed and all the efforts I have made, long in search of a placement, have had no effect. What am I not seeing? What is missing for this step? For liberation? Why have not I had a return in my attempts to get a job, although I believe and trust my competence? Grateful for any word that brings light and understanding. Answer, beloved daughter. You are indeed attached to this relationship, for it was the form you chose to transmute some inferior aspects in this incarnation. You cannot escape the experience you have learned. The experience will always follow you and repeat itself in other relationships if you do not learn to overcome. Do you understand, dear? It is not yet the time to leave this conviviality, and my dear life puts you in the midst of unemployment and financial restraint, so that you remain where you are until you overcome what you have overcome. For it is your true goal, your healing and deliverance. Daughter, many of you deceive yourself into thinking that you will be free from painful experiences if you seek liberation. But the flow is reversed, my dear. The more you seek for liberation, the more you stay trapped in experience. Do you understand why? Because you are in the experience to learn to overcome it and not to seek liberation. If you free yourself from the experience without living and learn, then what would experience be useful to you, my beloved? Understand that the only way to release the daughter experience is to welcome it with love. Accept the experience with gratitude. Cultivate the feeling of gratitude for your present life and how it is. When you can anchor in your heart this truth of thankfulness and of being in unity with your present life, no matter how it presents itself, then it is when you find your peace, and all the doors will open to you to follow to the next learning. Allow your present life to teach you what you came here to learn, my beloved. Do not close, then, only postpone completion of the process. Accept in love and find your peace. Be at peace, my sister. I'm a masterless. Darkness of the soul. Question, dear masters. In recent years I have been touched for my enlightenment process. I lost my parents. I have always been linked mainly to my father, who had a beautiful and serene passage, with almost all the brothers present and hand in hand. In our family gatherings, my brothers always passed on touching messages of the New Age and spirituality. In this process, the last 2 years have been beautiful experiences, but also challenges of soul darkness, debt and family relationship problems. My wife, in a somewhat fragile health, with childhood experiences, difficult relationships with her siblings, a son, who moved away from socializing and began to use marijuana, a teenage daughter talking about suicide, the sale of goods to the loans that does not happen. I do meditations, I try to be in harmony, every day I am more confident and seeking new knowledge and insights, but I have moved away a little from old friendships and siblings, even for lack of money to travel, the family with some disharmonies. I want changes, I am with new projects of studies, of new house, of a creative community. I ask for help from what I must think and do. At heart, thank you very much. Answer, beloved brother. The phase that has recently passed, and which is in conclusion in his life, is of liberation of old energies and purification, so that the new one is opened. It is part of the process of liberation from the planetary web, and of the bonds that you established during many incarnations, and which held you here in the incarnational cycles, with the need to cleanse and transmute. It's in the final phase, son. But know that, after the liberations are concluded, there will be new stages of overcoming, where you should lead a new way of living, as an example to others, showing that it is possible to disconnect from suffering and shine in light, just as it is the essence of all of you. You are one of the dials of the way, a burden that is heavy indeed, but that is purifying and liberating, for you have the opportunity to disconnect from the culture of fear and ego. All of these processes, as they happen in your life, are disconnecting energy threads that bind you to the experiences and people involved. These threads are broken one by one, until total disconnection occurs. It is a process of cleansing the incarnational records, which occur more intensely in you, which has come to this incarnation for that purpose, that of liberation. Your life is glorious and bright, and your deliverance will be beautiful and pure. But you must continue your walk with faith, and keep the example of overcoming and goodwill. Be at peace, my brother. I'm a Serapis Bey Master. Meditation. Question Masters. I would like to thank you for the messages of light, and also for answering my questions. Just as you answered me in the last question, I know I need to seek my answers in my heart, and I would like to know how to connect more with my top self. I know about meditation, I have tried, but it seems I cannot find the answers. I try to perform the meditations without expectations, but I have the feeling that nothing happens. I wonder if there is something I am doing wrong, or some guidance to improve. I would like some guidance also to learn how to deal better with my anxiety, insecurities and uncertainties. I know that I am very hesitant and insecure, and how much this has gotten me upset. I would like to improve and accept myself more as I am. Thank you very much. Answer, dear little girl. All of you are lords of your own time, of your own life. But being so, it is not healthy and satisfying to live trying to advance the future, to hurry events. His anxiety is simply based on the fact that he refuses to live in the present. You want to see that life manifested soon, that you dream of fulfillment and happiness. But, daughter, understand that only present happiness will attract future happiness. Just as similar energies attract, the happiness of the now will attract the future. So what good is it to seek future happiness, knowing that when you can get what you want you will not find it? For still it will remain in the search for happiness. The dear daughter, life can only be felt in love and peace, in integrity, when lived in the present. If today you do not reach the connection with your higher self, if you cannot see manifested in your life now, your dreams, it is because you are searching for something different than simply living in the now. The search is not necessary, daughter, and much less the immediate transformation of your life, because you need to live and feel the experience of the present so that it will manifest the next minute, and thus the life as a whole is understood. Remain alive and enjoying the wonderful life of the present moment, my beloved. I'm a Master Ptia. My life. Question. Peace in God is the gateway to evolution in God. And evolution in God is always in the will of God. And I am grateful to be in tune with the Masters, the angels of God and the holy order of God. Gratitude. And my question to the Masters is, what's happening to me? I have lived holy times in my life since September 12, 2015. And on September 12, 2015, I was blessed by the word of the Most Holy Master Jesus Christ. And in the time of meditation, I was able to ask 3 questions, and the name of my guardian angel, Samael, was answered. And my guardian angel is always in my telepathy, manifesting and guiding me by the order of God. And I dreamed of the Most Holy Master Jesus Christ 7 times in the year 2016, and once in the year 2017. And I am in peace, I am in God, thank God, eternal gratitude to God. And my guardian angel is always asking me who I am? And I love to talk about peace, life, sacred love and the truth of God in my knowledge. And my family does not accept anything I say, and they think I'm crazy. And I dream of being free in life to be who I am. And I'm feeling trapped in the portal of the old energy of time. I once felt that the new energy is supreme in the truth of life on planet Earth. And I am grateful to be on the planet Gaia in times of light, eternal gratitude. And my life is in peace, thank God. And my life is in God. Answer, beloved daughter. The lies of those who have come to transform the way the world lives, and how people lead their lives guided by the mind, is full of challenges and overcomes. You are inserted right in the middle of where you should be, and you must preserve your inner peace in the midst of this life and these experiences. Respecting their surroundings, realizing the right moments to act, but always respecting the free will of each one, and waiting for him to be called to help. Most people are involved in a world of illusion and lack of love, where they believe that they are not capable of manifesting divinity within themselves. But the transformation will not take place so quickly, but gradually. Remain in your truth and in your inner silence, and you will realize how naturally the world around you is changing. Through your example in silence, in your truth and in your inner peace, people will seek you to receive a word of light, at opportune times, which you must wait for them to occur. Follow in peace and light, promoting transformation in yourself, and then around you. Masters PTA. Family relationship. Question: I'm living in very difficult times in my relationship with my husband. We fight a lot, everything is cause for fight and disagreement. This has greatly damaged the family relationship, especially with my children who have suffered a lot. In spite of everything, I do not think about separation because I still like my husband and my son would not accept it. Answer, beloved. When you look for your happiness, you do not care about some details that bother you today, and that's the point that hits you and takes you out of your peace. The question is, my daughter, if she is willing to go in search of her happiness. I do not bring here that you should separate from your husband, but rather that you must find happiness where you are. If it is not possible, my dear, then it is because you are failing to look within yourself, putting the fears and longings ahead as a protective shield, which does not allow you to feel your own inner self, your own truth. When you are willing to listen to your heart, dear daughter, you will be ready to make a decision in your life, which is to live it simply, without getting involved with the external environment. But for everything, my dear, an opening is necessary, and its present state is closing, which prevents even us, the masters, from approaching you. First, daughter, open yourself to receive help, and then you will receive. But for this you must be true to yourself. Be at peace, my daughter. Masters PTA. Relationship. Question: beloved masters, good morning. I am living in a relationship with a man who was married and claims that the present moment is a lot of confusion and that he needs freedom and time to put things in place. We have a great affinity, and when we are together everything works well between us. I feel that there is a feeling of him for me, but that is covered with a lot of indecision. I am a romantic person and I really enjoy being present and making myself present in the lives of the people with whom I relate. That's my way. And I often hear that I have no self-love for insisting too much on relationships. But I believe that love requires dedication and dedication. I wonder if my way is what really makes my relationships difficult, and that's why I never get things right. And about this boy, I feel like our story has everything to go right and get together. My heart is on the right track. Answer, sister dear. The quest for self-love of a woman comprises experiences of ups and downs, of errors and correctness, and often also of much suffering. All the new relationships that arise kindle the hope that you will not be alone anymore, and that you will be completed alongside the new person that came into your life. This feeling, daughter, appears precisely because of a lack of self-encounter. That person who looks at you through the mirror is the one who needs to be found, who needs love and affection and company. But you've been putting her aside for so long, daughter. You have left yourself just because you do not look at yourself. And therefore, there is no relationship that will complete it. Each person that comes into your life will show you through her behaviors that you should look at yourself, giving yourself the time you need to do this. But you have denied that look, my dear. Thank the fellow who is with you now, for he is one more person who is present in your life, to show you your true path. Allow it the time it needs, and use that space it grants to you, to be with yourself and delight in your own presence and encounter with yourself. Be at peace, my sister. Mary Magdalene.